Hey everyone, here's a quick look at the new Blade Nano CPX from Eflite. So pretty much here in front of me is the ARF package. You guys don't even want to see the box, I already know that, and there's going to be a lot of unboxing, good quality unboxing videos that other viewers and other guys who have the Nano already made for you guys already. So I'm going to try to keep this quick look as quick as possible. So pretty much the ARF comes with two batteries and a charger, but you guys don't see it here because I already have it aside charging right over here. So let's get back to the Nano CPX. Before I even get to the helicopter, it comes with a manual that they recommend some basic settings before that you tune into your transmitter. So if using like a JR or any other spectrum, just follow what the recommended setup is and go fly it and then adjust from there. So put the manual aside. You get a Phillips head screwdriver, which is very common with all of the Blade helicopters. You get a bag of accessories. You get the bullet blades, which from my experience with the Blade 130 and also with the MCPX, these blades are pretty awesome. I like them. They're very good for outdoor when you're flying in the wind or when you're doing fast for a flight. It makes your helicopter fly more stable, which is a very good thing. You get extra O-rings or canopy grommets. You get extra plastic linkages for the main grips. So when you crash, usually when you crash, like just like my MCPX, or I'm expecting like my MCPX, that when I crash, these links always go popping off and you ain't gonna find it because they just disappear into Never Never Land. You get an extra tail rotor blade right here, which is a very big plus. I always like to see extra parts because, usually when you fly your helicopter for the first time, setting it up, tweaking it up, having too much fun, you crash it and you're out of parts. But Blade does give you a few parts, so that's a very good thing. So thank you, Blade, for providing extra of blades and tail blade, and also little linkages. And you also get these two little plastic thingies over here. These little plastic thingies are actually tools for the feathering shaft. You guys can't really see the feathering shaft inside that main grip, but there's two little nuts inside, which is very, very tiny, and your standard pair of pliers will not be able to reach in there. So Blade, or the people at Blade, took into consideration and came out with these cool little, two little easy plastic tools to use. So thank you, Blade Development people. You guys are awesome. And if you guys ever need to replace feathering shaft, say thanks to the Blade guys because they give you little tools. So don't lose these guys. Don't lose them because you guys will need them. So up next is the little Eflite 1 cell. 3.7 volt, 150 milliamp LiPo is 25C, and it should provide just enough power for this Nano. And if you guys are trying to buy spare batteries, try not to go below 25C because you guys might be disappointed in the performance if you guys go below that 25C capacity for some of these small LiPos. Always go higher if possible. If you can get 30Cs, go for it. So if you guys can find them, I would recommend you guys to go for them. So here it is. This is next to my Blade 130, just to give you guys an idea of how small this Nano CPX is. Let me focus a little bit so you guys can see. Here's a side-by-side comparison, side-by-side shot, and the Nano is definitely a lot smaller. The Blade is very, very short compared to the 130, but they're in a class of its own. The Nano should be more compared to the MSR and the MCPX, which I don't have here with me because I don't have those helicopters anymore, so I can't really give you guys a side-by-side with those other two helicopters. But good thing about the Nano is it does share the same tail rotor blade as the MCPX, so you guys can get them anywhere basically at your hobby shop that carries any of the Eflite blade products, because they should have extra blades for you guys already for the MCPX. So if you guys crash it, need more blades, there should be a lot, unless a lot of guys out there who's crashing buy a whole stock load of extra parts. So if you guys want to, go pick up some more propellers, because these little blades, when you crash on the tail, they do tend to bend a little bit and get out of shape and cause just funky vibrations, which you guys don't want with a helicopter this size. So here it is. I heard the landing gears share the same landing gears as the MSR, so if you guys have the glow-in-the-dark MSR or even the KB DD MSR landing gears, they should drop right in, fit, and work, and maybe different colors, but you guys want different colors. Canopy is very cool. It's got two mounting posts on each side, so you have 4 posts total, so the canopy is not going to come flipping off in flight if you're doing some, fast backward flight. First of all, when I seen this helicopter, the main shaft, the first thing I noticed was the main shaft. It's very, very tiny, or the diameter is just very small compared to the MCPX. You can see here, it's just, I would say it's like 1.5 mm, 2 mm main shaft. So it is very small. So that's the key point. It should be durable. It is carbon. Carbon fiber is very durable unless you kind of snap and stuff like that. But the key thing about carbon fiber and this size is it's very lightweight, and that's why this Nano comes out to about 30 grams ready to fly. So that's very cool. You get 3 linear servos, ball bearing servos. You got O-rings on the swash plate, which is very good. So you got a round or I wonder if it's a solid. No, it's actually a hollow carbon tube right here for the tail assembly. So if you guys want to buy spares, you can even upgrade to the solid carbon fiber tail booms. So when you crash, the solid carbon fiber makes things a lot stronger. That's what I did with my MCPX. So you guys might want to do that from the start, or you guys can just fly it the way it is, which shouldn't even really be any problems because this little thing weighs 30 grams, and when you crash, it shouldn't be that much damage because the mass is just so light on these little suckers right here. I was able to take the canopy off earlier. Let me try my best to take it off with one hand because I'm shooting by myself with my iPhone, so I don't really have anybody. And if I drop my phone, you guys are just going to see a black dot or just my ceiling, which you guys don't want to see. But popped it off. You can see the main board is actually held on very tight compared to my MCPX, so that's a very big plus. You can see I'm moving it with my finger right here, and it doesn't even wiggle, between the board and the frame, so that's a very good design. The connectors look like, the Blade team did a very good job with the designing work on here. Everything is nice and clean. There's not a lot of mess cluttered, on the Nano, which is a very good thing because the Nano is a small helicopter. So big props or big thumbs up to the Blade guys. You got nice long battery lead right here, so it should be easy to connect it to the battery once the battery is on there. Got a small little motor which should provide decent power, so I'm gonna find out later on when I fly it in the other video. The little red thing over here on the left canopy post you see is actually the antenna, so don't go cutting that piece off, or don't go unwiring it. Just leave it the way it is, fly it, and have fun. That's pretty much what these little helicopters are designed for, especially this Nano. It's small enough, it's light enough, so when you fly inside, you can crash it and not worry about breaking a whole bunch of parts, because 30 grams is not going to cause a lot of damage unless you fly into yourself, which I would recommend you guys to be careful, because these little blades spinning, 3,000, 4,000, or even 5,000 RPMs is going to hurt when you hit yourself, especially in your leg, your arm. I hit myself in the leg earlier, and it actually does hurt, and it does draw blood. So be careful, guys. If you guys are afraid of blood, I'm very sorry. But, I just want to point out that these blades do cause a little bit of damage if you do accidentally, fly into yourself like I did earlier. So that's pretty much it. Keeping this quick look. It's a little long. I know it's like almost 9 minutes, so I'm talking way too much. So there you go, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next video, which I'll be, providing some tips on setting up the radio, on what I like to use, and also another flying video to give you guys an idea of how this Nano CPX flies. So there you go, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it once again. Thanks for watching.